Hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick developer update for Bitfineon for February 19th, 2020. We don't have a lot of front-end items to showcase in this developer update. We've been doing a lot of streamlining of the back-end logic for the share pool. We've been doing some redesign work for the share pool front end. That's currently with the design team. And the wallet page is going through a little bit of a redesign. The overall design is going to stay. We're just because we're changing things in the back end and optimizing some things as we move from the design to the actual front end implementation, things are changing as they become real world deployed. And so those have to go back to the design team, make sure we're, uh, you know, putting something out that is cohesive and isn't making the user experience suffer. So here you can see we've completed the sign up page. You'll notice that if you go to create an email and you don't follow a standard format, you'll get a nice little pop-up red bar, so on and so forth. And then down at the bottom, you'll need to accept the terms of service to complete the sign up process. If you don't, it'll prompt you to complete it or to accept it. Same thing with the login page. We're just going through and completing these items that need to be done to make it fully functioning. If you forget your login password, you can do that here. The wallet page and the share pool page and your position page, any page that requires that a user account be created and you be logged in is now behind a login or sign up wall. You can see here on the trade page, I'm going to let this load up real quick, and you'll notice the crypto mood bull icon or bull animation as it was loading in was a little mal-aligned. All of this stuff is still in process. None of it's final. You can see that we've moved some things around, some data sensitive items like the order form and the order history, trade open, etc. that is in the bottom section. All of that's been moved behind a login or sign up screen. Order book has been made larger so that you can see a larger section of the order book. We'll be adding in a toggable section for you to expand and decrease one side of the order book, whether it's bids or asks. And also, the currency selector has yet to be integrated into the chart area. Most likely will be moved where you actually see the word chart. Some of that stuff is placeholder. And where that dead space is, you'll have the option to select via an icon and some other hotkey icons things like the graphical user representation or the graphical representation of the order book. So we're working on that stuff, but you can see it's really coming together. It's starting to look like a cohesive product. So really starting to get excited about that. The front end, I'm sorry, the landing page, we've not yet started on these items, but that will be one of the last things we do. We're creating the content for that stuff, and once we have those backend logics code and front end designs that are getting redesigned for the share pool and the wallet and stuff done, we will focus on the landing page. That'll be most likely the last thing we do, one of the last things we do. So I'm going to go over to the Kanban page here and just kind of, oh, one second. All right. Sorry, one second here. You can see here that we have quite a lot of items that have been completed. We have 25 completed items, some stuff pending back end. We're in that phase of development where as we get closer to completion, we're having little things that we want to optimize or make better or need to be revisited, right? And so you'll notice that since the last developer update that the needs attention column has increased, but you'll also notice that in most of them, you'll only see one comment. In notifications area, you'll see 5 comments. I'm not going to expand those. There's some sensitive data that's in there that I don't want to expose, but you can see that progress is continuing. And items that were in the pending or in progress column before or in the not started column before are now in the needs attention. And what that means is they've moved through the development phase. Portions of them have been implemented into the design, but they're needing to be revisited so that we can make it a completed column item and move on to the next one. Currently, to finish out this week's development pipeline, we have trading charts and wallet, and the wallet layout are some of the things that are currently in the design, with the design team being revisited and changed around so that we can move those into the completed column. Some things we're working on currently is the integration of the support ticketing system. We're using a well-known support customer management system platform and integrating all of their API stuff into the platform so that it's all a seamless experience. But yeah, I'm not going to go too far into depth on any one of these items. Again, some of the stuff I don't want to expose the actual details of what we're doing because it's just sensitive data. You can see here where we are in the development pipeline, and that progress is really moving along. So there's one thing I'd like to address. I think I'm going to do it in a second video, but and I'll post that video in the Alco and Bitfineon pages, but separate of the developer update is the changes and additions that we've made to the share pool. And if you're new to Bitfineon, the share pool is actually an opportunity for users who buy and hold our native cryptocurrency coin called Alco to participate in a shared pool of profits from the exchange. And it's up to 50% of the profits that we take in from trading fees and other revenue generating streams on Bitfineon. Holders and stakers in the share pool of XLQ will be entitled to portions of those proceeds. So I'll go into more detail about the share pool updates and post that in a second video, but that's going to wrap it up for this developer update, and thanks for watching. We'll be launching another developer update probably around the 22nd, 23rd of February, and we'll post that so you guys can keep up to date. All right, guys, thanks.